Everyone wants to play video games without breaking the bank. As most players know, games can be expensive even if they're just digital downloads. And no one wants to grind through thousands of inexpensive titles in order to find the best cheap games available. Luckily, we're here to do that for you. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to keep up with all the latest updates from the gamer. Here are 10 of the best cheap games to scare your socks off. Emily Wants to Play. In Emily Wants to Play, you are a hapless pizza delivery man. On your last delivery of the night, you're summoned to a seemingly empty house with the instructions, "The door is open, walk right in." Sounds ominous, right? Once you're inside, the door slams shut and you're locked in the ill-conceived nightmare house for the rest of the night. Your main goal is to survive between the wee hours of 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. as a ghastly girl named Emily and her 3 evil dolls attack you and torture you with jump scares. If they get you, it's game over. Emily Wants to Play is available on Steam, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One for around $5. Layers of Fear. If you've ever wondered what it's like to be a mentally disturbed Victorian-era painter, here's your chance. In Layers of Fear, you control a painter as he drives himself over the edge while attempting to complete his magnum opus. The Victorian-era mansion which you've chosen as your workshop isn't going to help you keep your wits about you either. Unfortunately for you, there's more to your character's backstory than he's initially letting on. You can creep yourself out with Layers of Fear available on Steam, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One for the low price of $20. Amnesia: The Dark Descent. In Amnesia: The Dark Descent, you play as Daniel, who's awoken in the creepy Brennenburg Castle with amnesia. With little to no memory of who you are or what you're doing, you do have one crystal clear memory. You are being hunted. Thankfully, you've had enough foresight to at least attempt to keep yourself alive. With no weapons, you must make your way to the inner sanctum and kill its baron, all while avoiding some rather grotesque monsters which are attempting to thwart your efforts. Amnesia: The Dark Descent is available on Steam for $20, or you can go ahead and treat yourself to the Amnesia Collection for $35. The collection features the first game along with the Amnesia Justine expansion and Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. Until Dawn. If you've ever liked choose-your-own-adventure stories but felt as though they didn't include enough murder and horror, Until Dawn might be for you. After a prank gone awry, Josh invites his friends to join him once again at the scene of the crime in order to put the past behind them. From there, everything seems to go wrong for the teens. You'll spend that time playing as each one of them in the hopes that every character makes it through the night alive and sane. The best part about Until Dawn is the fact that there are several different endings depending on your actions during the playthrough. Until Dawn can be purchased on the PlayStation 4 for $20. Soma. Nothing good ever comes from agreeing to be a part of an experimental research project. Long story short, you're playing as Simon, who after a brain injury and poor choices, finds himself in an abandoned deep-sea research facility. While the ocean usually conjures up beautiful imagery, you have a lot more to confront than your fear of sharks. In your quest to make sense of your situation, you'll run across some seriously sadistic creatures and robots along with a questionable AI. If deep-sea horror adventures are calling your name, Soma is available on both Steam and PlayStation for around $30. Outlast. In Outlast, you're an investigative journalist by the name of Miles Upshur, who, with zero concern for his own safety or life, thinks that exploring the remote mental hospital Mount Massive Asylum is a fantastic idea. Did we mention that it's been overrun by homicidal patients? Miles is there on a fact-finding mission after a whistleblower tipped him off regarding inhumane experiments being performed at the asylum, and what he finds is much more than he bargained for. It's entirely possible that this terrifying adventure will make Miles into an entirely different man. Outlast is available on Steam for $20, as well as PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Among the Sleep. Being a child is frightening. The world is strange, dark, and filled with terrors when you're a relatively new human being trying to get a grasp on being alive. Luckily, most toddlers have the company of a cuddly teddy bear to help them feel safe. In Among the Sleep, you're a toddler on the eve of his birthday, a surprise visitor who may or may not be your father, and the gift of a teddy bear sets your world on edge. While attempting to seek comfort in the arms of your mother, you have to navigate the surreal environment around you. But is your point of view as reliable as you think? Among the Sleep can be found on Steam, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One for around $15. The Evil Within. As Detective Sebastian Castellanos, you are investigating the scene of a mass murder along with your partners, but the gruesome scene isn't the only thing waiting for you. A dark presence overpowers you and your team. You watch your colleagues being mercilessly slaughtered and awaken to a horror show. Forced to survive in a crazed world where an apparition and terrifying creatures threaten your sanity and life, you must find a way to survive the madness and figure out exactly who is behind the evil force that murdered your team. The Evil Within is available on Steam, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One for around $20, and additional DLC is available for purchase as well. Dead Space. Mining expeditions and space never seem to go right. In Dead Space, a strange space artifact has been unearthed, and that's precisely where things start to go wrong. As engineer Isaac Clarke, your repair mission goes horribly wrong when you stumble upon a bloodbath. All you wanted to do was your repairs, and if possible, find your missing girlfriend that was stationed on the ship. A giant conspiracy has other plans for you, however, and you're left to fend for yourself in this nightmarish hellscape. Dead Space is currently available on Steam for $20. The Forest. In The Forest, you play as Eric LeBlanc, who is enjoying a flight with his son Timmy right up until the plane went down. Luckily, you and your son managed to survive the crash and wind up in a strange forest. You quickly find out that you're not alone as a tribe of cannibals make off with your son. You'll have to search the forest for clues in order to find your son before it's too late. The Forest is available on Steam and PlayStation 4 for around $15. So, have you played any of these terrifying games? Which horror game is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to click the subscribe button so you can watch more videos from our playlist. Thanks for watching!